It's the second week of January 2017. The new year is here and is moving forward very fast. This video, it might be tough a little bit and it might hurt somebody's feelings. So if you're one of that persons that get hurt because of what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna apologize in advance. It's really not my intention, but I still have to say what I'm gonna say. So, Christmas season is over, and as I mentioned before, I am not a big fan of Christmas. Not because I'm not really a Christian or a Catholic person. It's just because I think that Christmas has lost a little bit its spiritual meaning, and it just turned out in a huge party of excess of consumerism, and that's something that kind of bothered me a little bit. But anyway, as a social person as I am, as a person that is part of a society, I still have to participate in some rituals that the society I live in do. And one of those rituals are things like Secret Santa or things like that are very popular on offices or around families. The thing about Secret Santa and this type of celebrations is that in a certain way I feel that it forces you to buy stuff, and in the worst part, it forces you to receive stuff that actually I don't really need, and that's something that is complicated for me. It's kind of it bothers me a little bit. As a person who is trying to live a zero waste style, there are many things around my house that I have changed, even in my habits, in my personal habits. And there are a lot of things that I don't consume, that I don't use, that I don't actually buy, because either they are toxic or either they are not really good for me, or because they just really generate garbage. So when I have to be part of a ritual that forces me to receive things, it makes me wonder. One of the 5 R's of this zero waste lifestyle is the R of reject, which means basically saying no to things that you don't need, or to things that are really toxic for you, or to things that generate garbage. And that's very easy to say when we talk about a straw in a restaurant, in a glass of water or a soda or a drink. It's easy to say no to a straw. The same way it's easy to say no to a plastic bag, or it's easy to say no to toxic food. But what happened when that type of things came into your life in the form of a gift? Then I think it's not that easy. It's not that easy to say just, sorry, but no. Especially when it's from a colleague or from a family member who actually is doing something in a kind gesture from their heart. It's really hard to say, no, I don't buy or consume or use these kind of things. So to give you an idea of what had happened to me, I'm going to show you some of my presents that I have received this Christmas season. One of the things that I received, and it's really kind for the person that gave it to me, is a box of candies. It's really nice, seriously, it's really nice to go to your office in the morning and find in front of your desk a present. It's really nice, I appreciate the gesture. But the thing is that I don't drink Coke, especially if it's in a plastic bottle. And I don't drink candies, especially with lots of artificial colors and toxics. And then I don't use microwave popcorn because I don't really have a microwave in my kitchen. But all this paper, it's also not recyclable. And this is when saying no to certain things is really, really hard. Other gifts that I received was a really nice hat and a lotion. My hat is really nice, but it's made out of polyester, which is a synthetic fabric that pollutes the water very easily. And my lotion is in a plastic bottle, and it's full of parabens and full of chemicals, so I'm not gonna use it. Sorry. A last gift, well, another gift that I received was a nice little purse, which it looks like it's leather, but it is not. It's actually plastic. And for the smell, I can tell that is PVC, which is really toxic. But the thing is that, how do you reject this type of presents? I think that our society has developed certain habits that we don't question anymore, that we actually didn't think about it anymore. And it forced us, everybody, to just be part of them, like by a unwritten law. Because if you're not part of it, then you're the Grinch, or you're the mean one. And nobody wants to be the Grinch, obviously. Well, I don't mind, but nobody wants to be the Grinch. But how we can change this? How we actually can celebrate things in a greener way, in a less polluted way? How we can give people gifts that they actually want or are good for them? I don't know. If I have to do something about the way I participate in society, I would say I don't want presents. I really appreciate the gesture, but there's nothing really that I need. More than a cup of coffee with a good friend, or a glass of wine. That will make it. In the meantime, my question for you is, how do you live a greener Christmas? Did you actually receive presents that you don't want, you don't need, you really would reject if it were for you to buy them? How do you say no to somebody that is trying to be kind with you?